first time. That's what I keep on saying till I lose my mind. Feel like a man in a sea breeze, shine like a moon in the last sky. Can you believe it till the end of your life? Go with some backs into a room. That's enough for satisfaction. Already know how to have fun. No need of explanation. What's it worth of nothing? What's it worth of nothing? Surely that doesn't matter. Storyteller. What's it worth of nothing? What's it worth of nothing? Oh no, it doesn't matter. So we will never lose. That I didn't ever be taller. That she loves some another. Just cause you think you know me, don't try to change my mind. Happiness of seeing a newborn. All future that could be dream of. Everything will be judged by our moral life. Go with some neighbors in the hills. Great people telling you need a phone. Don't mind if you make a mistake. Now don't tell me hello. What's the worth of nothing? What's the worth of nothing? Please spread these words forever. Storyteller. What's the worth of nothing? What's the worth of nothing? How can it not matter? The soul we lost one by one. Look around, run around. There's nothing left to smile for. Look around, run around. There's nothing left to cry for. What's the worth of nothing? What's the worth of nothing? Don't ever let it fade out. Storyteller. What's the worth of nothing? What's the worth of nothing? There is no need for sorrow. Great songs will never die.
Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon and I write games for fun, so what are we doing today? Well, today we are going to be working on 0 Hour Squadron some more. A little bit later than I planned. I actually planned for this to be a very early day to stream, but then I got really tired, and I don't like it when that happens, because I get really tired and I can't think very well. So I laid down. I'm like, I'm gonna lay down for a minute. And then I did, and then I woke up. I'm like, I'm still tired. So I walked to the store, got some coffee and some sugar in me, so I should be okay. And then I'll probably just crash horrifically later. But shit happens. Also wrote the entire script for the Fear and Hunger video tomorrow. Yeah, I'm pretty confident about that one. I don't think it'll be too long. Got all the races done. Luckily, go team. We got all of the races done. Got the first of the 5 factions set up. Generally speaking, I just have to do the other 3. I have to do the other 4 factions, sorry, and then talk about what the Rangers are. Generally speaking, Rangers aren't too complicated to talk about. It's going to be like 2 paragraphs. As last time, we did all of this pretty simple stuff. Ranger feats into dumb luck. Now we're going to work on actual character creation. What are we actually going to be making a character with? Luckily, I don't think characters are going to be too complicated. Because characters really, at the end of the day, a character is their 5 stats. They're 5 stats, otherwise known as their karma. They've got those. They're going to have their race, I should say their racial bonuses. Nothing too complicated here. Then after that, we're going to have to then deal with our very basic skills. Skills are going to be pretty light. I don't plan on skills being too complicated. Might do some like link skill stuff, so it's like, oh, you're in the ship, you're out of the ship, you're kind of the same because you're all the same. That's how things work. May also just not do that and do something else entirely. I don't know yet. May make them all out of combat. May make them all in combat. I don't know. Generally speaking, I'm leaning toward trying to do the weird hybrid system. We'll cross that as we go to it. Then we really then have just to talk about ships, like a really early preliminary nature of the ships. I kind of know how they're supposed to look. Doing it's a lot easier. Saying it is a lot easier than doing it. Let's just say that there's a lot more. It's far simpler to say, yeah, I can do this, and then doing it. So let's get to it. Rangers are drawn. Let's see. Both sides of the law. Due to the Second Twilight War, have banded together in their let's see. Rangers have banded together in ad hoc. I believe it would be ad hoc. That's correct. Company synonyms. I mean, if we're talking about Outer Heaven, you're all effectively making Outer Heaven of Army's Heaven. In fact, victimized soldiers pursue his goals. They're effectively PMCs. Private military. Alternate names for PMCs. Canopy Corporation. Let's think. What would be a good name for I can't believe it's not Outer Heaven? Let's. There's no strict requirement to become a ranger. Only the ambitious nature and drive to change the galaxy and get rich doing it. Change the galaxy and get rich doing it. Rangers can come from any people, any background, and frequently find themselves in the employ of both sides of the law. Rangers have many different private military companies, often found on the rim, away from the any of the major factions, while also being approachable for work. Now, when enlisting a ranger must provide some basic details. Basic details about themselves and their abilities in and out of a starship. Must provide some basic details and their abilities in and out of a starship. And then we want to do stats. Karma and you. There we go. Karma and you. Actually. Perfect. Do Karma and you. Karma is the building block of a ranger's abilities and nature. It allows them and project their personal quirks When enlisting in a PMC, the ranger will need to fill out each of their karma. Spreading 15. I believe I took 15, so that would be 18. Yeah, that should do fine. Extreme man, yeah, you didn't really miss anything. Extreme man and basic and average man should feel relatively similar. Okay. Ranger will need to fill out their karma, spreading 15 points across each of the 5 aspects of them. Yep, karma and you. Karma. Oh, weird. Keyboard was dying. Karma's due. So, what we can do... Oh yeah, got all the other races done. Other races took way too long. Fish women. Fish men and women. Dog people. Plant sociopaths. Beep from Kenshi. Lizard man. Bald men. Mantis woman. Cryptozoological horror, i.e. psychic women. Or just psychics in general. Lizard man 2. Cat man. There we go. There we go. Changed the way I added a new dogma, otherwise known as weird tech requires weird people. I felt that was fairly appropriate for it. Let's see. karma. I need to grab all my karma here. Kinetic. Kinetic. Bump that up to 50. Oh, not 115. 15. No. The Ranger's innate understanding. Actually, Ranger's ability to use their body to twist, turn, endure, punch, and everything else required of them in a pinch. Actually, no. We'll go to each of them. Let's see. Rangers will need to fill out each of their karma, starting with one in everything, and then spreading 15 points across each of the 5 aspects. Each of the 5. Kinetic. The Ranger's abilities or body else require them. Actually, no, we want to do... let's see, soldiers, let's see, laborers, brutes, and tough guys. And tough guys tend to have high kinetic. Across each 5 up to a maximum of 7. Tend to have high. Ooh, did not mean to hit that button. There we go. Rangers either broad twist turn, laborers, and tough guys, and what's up here? I think there's that weird gap. Oh, weird. There's like a little weird gap there. Don't know why. So, that would be kinetic. That means aim. Confidence in their shooting arm. Let's see. The Rangers' confidence in their shooting arm, but also a combination of their perception, dexterity, actually, and actually, we just call it coordination, perception, coordination, and precision for most tasks. Who would have good aim? Actually, okay. So sharpshooters, pickpockets. See, sharpshooters, pickpockets, and there we go. And precision, sharpshooters, pickpockets, and scouts tend to favor aim. That's kind of the idea. Aim covers a few different things, and that's okay. Wait a second. Are you doing the thing that I think you're doing? You are totally doing the thing I think you're... No. Put you in there. There we go. Knew it. Knew it. You can't hide from me. That would be rhetoric. Rhetoric. The Rangers, quick wit, quick tongue, silver, let's see, quick wit, silver tongue, savez foi, savez foi. The whole, yeah. And overall, savez foi in most situations. Diplomats, charlatans, and what am I thinking of? Who has quick tongue? Who's a talk? And talk show hosts. Why talk show hosts? Because yeah, they deal with rhetoric. Yeah, of course. You know, talk show hosts. We're not going to be able to fit everything in here, and that's going to bother me to no end. Mentat. The Rangers. Mental acuity on and off the books. On and off the books. With a combination of down home, with a combination of scholarly combination of research and scientists, explorers, and who else would have just a lot of experience under their belt. These are just experienced people who do experience rely on their mentat. Let's reduce you by 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. Can we fit another one in? Let's play a game. Not much. Unless we say this, and then we just put this all on one sheet, and then we put a big image right there, which is going to look a little weird, but hey, that's life. This is always the beautiful thing anytime you're working with my very strict very strict way of doing this, otherwise known as keeping it to a very small book. Sometimes you make weird compromises like this, where in a PDF document, this would be a lot easier than a... It would look a lot easier to do in a... when I'm doing it in like Affinity or something, rather than this, just because there are a little bit easier to manipulate Affinity to make it do what I want it to do. But that leads to attunement. Let's see. Natural connection to the weird and strange. Let's see. The Rangers' natural connection to the weird and strange, allowing them to and wing it. They work their way out of strange circumstances and wing it. Let's see. Let's see. celebrities, hot shots, and Who depends on these? Rangers do, because it's your ability to bullshit. That's all it is. Actually, no, we'll do it's psychics. Mentat rhetoric, karma, and you. Let's see. So, so here's what we can actually do. Select this. Good. We do insert table, not 2. We do insert table 1. We do side note, averages. 15 with 5, that would be the average citizen of the empire ranges from a solid 2 to 3 in most of their karma. With one maybe reaching 4 or 5 depending on their 4 or 5 depending on their career. Rangers will average out to around 4 in all of their into all of their karma. But Rangers are far from average. Far from average, and may go up to 7 naturally, and may go up to 7 for now. Yeah, it's kind of the idea of like, as a ranger, you are fundamentally a cut above the regular person. And because you are a cut above the regular person, your attributes are going to be a lot higher than everyone else's. Because you're cool people who do cool things for cool reasons, you're also a dumbass who decided to put their life on the line to get killed and probably die violently. But hey, that's half the fun, right? We want to do, this would be, official imperial law dictates that no one is more equal or less equal than any other. However, no one wants to fist fight an Amazon. No one wants to fist fight an however, let's see. Let's see if I just want to make sure I'm spelling it correct because I'm always bad about names. Yeah, Saran, not Saran. However, Saran doesn't want to fist fight an Amazon, or and that Amazon would not want to enter a quiz bowl, tournament with that Saren. Each of the species have natural characteristics that put them a small cut above their They put them a small cut above their compatriots of a similar caliber. Every species has a spread of bonus attributes, which are applied to the bonus karma. Let's see, each species has a spread of bonus karma. Karma applied. Let's see. Bonus karma applied. This bonus karma may even break the 7 cap. May bring the quote natural cap of 7. Break the natural cap of 7. An Amazon is naturally stronger. Let's see, naturally stronger than a human, but a bookish Amazon against a human with who pumps iron every day. There we go. Amazon naturally stronger than a human, but a bookish Amazon may struggle against a human who pumps iron every day. It's kind of like, on average, you're going to be better, you're going to be worse. Actually, you know, a Xena, who has the stat adjustments. But a bookish one will still struggle against a Mel who pumps iron every day. Actually, a Dactyl who pumps iron every day. Kind of the idea being like, yeah, you're a giant buff cat man. This does not mean you're going to just be stronger because you're a cat man. You can still be a little weak cat man, but it's just like you're just more naturally inclined, which is kind of a weird way to say, like, hey, you know, maybe you want to focus on things that make you a cut above, but that's also kind of breaking the averages a little bit. But hey, you're not supposed to be average. Let's see. Finally, each of the species. Let's see. Finally, each of the species has a let's see. Each of the species have a species trait, which indicates unique features or abilities afforded to them. Let's see, afforded to them. If they're, actually, you know, I'm going to put hybrids as a side rule. Okay, how do I want to do this? So, easy way of doing this would be insert table, name, image, stat line, ability. So let's just make this bigger. Then we need to do Amazon, Amazone, and then we do a dactyl. We put an image there, we put an image there, we put, probably there'll be nice little square images so we don't have to think about it too hard. And if we go here, you have plus 3 kinetic, you have 2 aim plus 1, plus 2 aim. Let's see. What would be a good way of doing this? Amazons are just naturally fucking huge. There we go. The dactyl have, actually no, it would be the dactyl have, the dactyl have the ability of rudimentary flight, able to stay in the air for kinetic times 3 minutes. Doesn't seem that big, but that's 3 minutes. If you have a kinetic of 3, that means you have 9 minutes of flight. 9 minutes of flight can get you quite a few different places, especially if you fucking pump iron, baby. You make your dactyl pump some iron, you're going to be able to do a lot more stuff. Okay, Grentic. Grentic have plus 2 mentap, plus 1 attunement. There we go. Imitating any person they've seen perfectly. Gray man. Gray man. The Gray man have 3 plus 3 mentat. Actually, we can do actually no. Yep. That's their secret power. My ability is to become a fucking cloud of goddamn nanites. We do this, and then we like this, because we want to put a little square image of everyone in here. Let's do. That means we got humans. Human, high lick. Well, one kinetic, one rhetoric, one attunement. Genetic mistake. And they add +1 to any of their karma. Yeah, they just get a bonus +1. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's useful in its own right. +1, +1, +1 aim, +1 mentat, +1 aim. Ilix, There we go. That's the Hylic advantage, is that they have the option of going first. Does not matter what. Anytime a fight breaks out, they can say, nah, I'd go first. And they do. Because that's what Hylics are all about. Rasa, Kajin. The Rasa have one rhetoric. Yep, that's the Arasa's one ability. +2. We want the +2 kinetic, +1 aim. Let's see, the mage can and use the critical injury, soak in stellar combat twice. Then we do into the Krillion, into the Krillion, and the Brilliant +3 rhetoric. Krillionaire. There we go. Congratulations. That's going to be the Krillionaires thing. They start with an extra 1,000 cash. We'll say 1,500 cash. Don't know how that's going to actually work, but it's going to sound good. +1 Mentat, +2 attunement. They literally are the exact same thing. They are just both psychics. That's the main difference between the Arasa and the Lali are you have +1 rhetoric, they have +1 mentat. The Lali are literally supposed to, from Arilu, by the way, are supposed to gaslight people into doing things. The Arasa are supposed to make you do things because you want them. Very distinct. Antodian. Kinetic and rhetoric plus kinetic +2 rhetoric. Yo. Mechanites. Mechanites. A lot of people here today. Mechanites have 1 aim, 1 rhetoric, 1 mentat. Let's see, Mechanites. Personal combat. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there we go. Mechanites are just really good because they, hey, I have a literal metal body. I don't really need to worry about, you know, sleeping or breathing, and that's really useful in space. Yeah, rhetoric and mentat. Let's see, what would be the best way to word this? Torian. Torians. Torian. If I put Mechanite. Technically Mechanite, it should just be Mechanite. Gotta make sure to make it singular because I always forget to do that. Mutorians, 1 aim, 1 kinetic, 1 aim. We have a 1-2. We do have 1-2 nobs. We have a 1-1-1. No, we do not have a 1-1-1. Okay, we can work with that. So Mutorians have +1 kinetic, +1 aim, and +1 rhetoric. A lot of rhetoric. And the reason why a lot of things have rhetoric is because we want people to talk to one another. The entire point. Let's see. Orions. What was the thing actually? Mutorian starts with a lucky break soak for there we go. All lucky break is going to be you just dodge. That's it. That's what happens. You just dodge. It just doesn't hit you. Phasmidian into the Phytozian. Phytovexian. So you are 1 aim to Mentat. +1 aim. +1 aim, +2 Mentat. Karma Rider. Phasmids. Phasmids are you know, they have +2 skill points to begin with. Because you just have most of your body is that, and that's a fucking horrible joke. What system are we working on today? This is a game called 0 Hour Squadron. It is a game about being and doing space dogfighting. We're doing alien race creation stuff today. And it takes forever because it's just typing in a bunch of stuff. Let's do +2 rhetoric and +1 mentat. Is that right? Yeah. It was attunement. Mythozenian. See, it's always hard because I couldn't figure out like a really solid one. What do you mean by Amazon appreciator? Amazons. Come on. It's like you guys aren't even, paying attention to the deep lore of the 2-meter tall Amazonian women in the setting. Yeah, you don't want the 2-meter tall Amazonian women. I literally just called the Amazon with a Z, with an E, because they're not Amazons. Don't think they are. Totally different, I swear. Totally for realsies. Hey, I'll have you know it's only it is only a 25% casualty rate. Don't worry, Kings. I'm different. I'm built different. Yeah, all of the races are a little bit funky. Even outright just having reverse Asari. Also, the inexplicable, giant buff catmen you find in every single sci-fi setting. I don't know why there are so many catmen in sci-fi settings. There just are. And that's just something you have to understand. What would be a good... plant alien? Give me something. There's gotta be something here. Because I'm trying to think, like, effectively the idea, the Phytophexian, inadvertently. I didn't mean for this to happen. It just kind of happened. They turned out to be just a weird invasive species of plant people who are all a little bit, they may shake hands and maybe even feel as if their life is comparable to others, but they simply are not, they are simply not there. The state of euphoric nihilism. They live, they die, they continue existing, and they'll never stop that endless process. That's the, let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, what would be a good thing for them? Because they're an interesting addition to the setting. That's the thing. They're an interesting addition to the setting because they're like, hey, this is just a group of people who are effectively just sociopaths. They are people that we are very worried exist. We do not like them very much because they are just very odd and very uncomfortable. Saren have +2 aim. The Saren may perform an emergency repair, increasing starship hull by +2d6. They have a free heal. That's their entire gimmick. And the Zalbata, bark. Two meters tall, sign me up, boy. Yeah, they are. That's the entire thing with the Amazons. Is Amazons are fucking huge and they are very intimidating, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in this. This is my thing, and I am in it." Like, no, stop it, please. Oh no! Oh no! Kinetic aim to their karma, start with negative luck. And technically, I believe that is all the races added. I removed the Obata because I couldn't think of anything interesting for them. Couldn't think of an actual interesting reason to keep them in. It was just like, yeah, you're just kind of there because you're an alien and you would be weird, but not really interesting to actually talk about. Phytophexians, depending on the situation, may go that way as well. If I can't really think of like a good reason to keep them in, they seem interesting, and plant people are fun. The thing is, plant people are fun. They are interesting. The problem is, they are also very odd. Yeah, it's one of those things like it feels like there should be something deeper here, but there really isn't. And I was like, I mean, there's gotta be something here. Oh geez. But we want to make a if we want, we can make a actually, well, if we're going to make a sample character, we need to make sure it's the most appropriate, sample character available. Spoinglo Kraska. Let's see, what would be we would want something simple. Actually, I know. We'll make a Hylic. We need to find the Hylic thing just so I remember how to make their fucking names correct. Because that was like the one thing that I did, is I made every single name correct. Let's see. Mm. Mm. Jace Justice Jules. Jace Justice Jules. JJ. Or JJ is a Hylic mercenary. A mercenary for hire trying to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, music. Music, where are you? The outfit is looking fire today, man. Have no fear. My drip is always on point. See, it's funny. I still have the Union Union thing, as you can somewhat see on my my pocket here, my chest there. That is, I've kept that around. It is just on my desktop, and that is from Toward the Dawn, actually. There we go. Jace Justice Jules, or JJ. All the way down. JJ Jules. The Hylic Ranger. Let's find our stats here real fast. We're gonna find all our stats of kinetic, aim, rhetoric, mentat, and attunement. And we start with 1 in everything, and then we assign 15 stats to a maximum of 7. So let's say he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. Not the smartest tool in the drawer. Doesn't really need to be that way. So let's actually, because I am horrible at math and I do not know how to do math. I am 1 over. Let's make him dumb. I like dumb people. Then we add in our Hylic stats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy here. We're going to copy in our Hylic stats. Because we are a Hylic, we have a little bit higher there, we're a little bit bigger there, and we have a little bit there. So. And this, we add our karma. It increases to 4, 6, 6. Not the smartest, not the wisest. Not the sharpest tool. Not the sharpest tool in the drawer, but there we go. Jace Justice Jules, or JJ. There we go. Not the sharpest tool in the drawer. Not the sharpest tool in the drawer, but one doesn't need to be smart when profit is on the line. A Hylic thinks he's acting appropriately. Because the entire idea of Hylics is that a A Hylic is someone with a very adept danger sense. The problem is, since they kind of became apex predators on their own planet, this danger sense, they don't leap away from danger, they leap toward it. So they have kind of have this weird superhero complex. Effectively, picture an entire group of people who are like, yeah, I could... An entire group of people who can be summarized as, nah, I'd win, and then they try to fight something way bigger than them, because like, nah, I can do it. I want to be a superhero. Like, no! Okay, so we've got our races done. Then we add our... Then we get to move on to our skills. This is where things start getting a little bit tricky. So, if karma is the foundation of a ranger, then their skills are their Let's see. If karma is the foundation of a ranger, then skills are there. Right. Say it. Karma's your attributes. That's all they are. They form kind of the basic foundation of your abilities to do with things. So, hey, I want to shoot you with a gun. You say, okay, roll aim. Hey, I want to convince you to do something. Cool, roll rhetoric. That's kind of the idea. It's a D8 dice pool with these being your main. Race of battle junkies, nice. Not even necessarily battle junkies. That's the thing with Hylics, is that anything dangerous they'll leap onto. So they're all a bunch of daredevils, speed freaks, and other strange things. They just like the thrill of being in danger. The real battle freaks are a combination of the Mantodians. Because the Mantodians are quite literally bug people who are 50% trying to swarm you with bodies because they don't care, and the other half are desperately attempting to well, they want to procreate, let's just say that, and they'll do so by any means necessary, often lethally. Yeah, that's the joke with them. The Mantorians are a bunch of gun nut Turians, effectively. They're Turians except velociraptors. Oh god. Yeah, they're Turians except gun nut velociraptors. And probably the only other like really battle species would be the Amazons. Because the Amazons, A, get a bunch of bonuses to fighting. They also really, that's just their culture. They just like getting into fights with people, and they will. Even the like literal trained genetic super soldiers are like, nah, I'm good. I don't really care anymore. I don't want to I don't want to go to war anymore. I just want to fish, goddammit. Then they do. That's the problem with the good old with the Xenobe, is that they just stopped caring after a while. They're like, yeah, we're kind of genetic super soldiers. However, counterpoint, what if I don't want to go to fight? What if I don't want to fight anymore? Being like, we can't stop you from not wanting to fight, but that's kind of your one thing in life. You're like, yeah. See, I wanted to add in skills because I felt skills were important, but I kind of have two options with skills. Either I go with the idea that there are like a very set list of skills, but each of these skills are tied to kind of like in Starship and out of Starship. So it's like, oh, I have one in here, that means I have one over here. So it's kind of like dual skills. The other option is we just don't worry about that at all, and it just is like, here's a write-in experience. You just write in whatever you want, and then you just assign a value to it. That's a really easy way of doing things. Let's see. Let's think. Unless we break skills down into something different, we do them in the... If we could do skills more in the idea of like you're doing something, that could be an option. I want to hit myself, but I don't. Okay, so if we think about it more along the idea of like doing something. Like they're ing words. Fighting, fixing, talking. What would be some other what's some other good words? Doesn't no. Fuck. What's This is going to be one of the very few times you ever see me cite Chris Perrin's mecha completely unironically. This Chris Perrin's mecha is really fascinating. Let me... Ow. Owie zowie, my bones. Because effectively, what I want to occur is personal skill needs to feed into the general, need to feed into your fighter skills to form your core skills. That's what I've always been somewhat worried about for this game, is that the pilot and their starship are going to be very different. But I don't want that. I want these to feel like, hey, you are a pilot piloting this ship. By virtue of you piloting any ship, that is going to be that you're going to be fine. A bad ship under a good pilot will still be a good ship. You know, it's like if you give Han Solo, give Han Solo any ship and he'll do pretty good with it. You give him a super ship, he's gonna do amazing with it. Give some fucking dumbass a super ship and he's not gonna do anything with it. He's probably just gonna get people killed. That's the problem. Let's think. Well, let's think about what we want characters to be doing. What do we want ships to be doing? Well, for doing the idea of ships, well, we gotta think about what our ships are like. These might change. We're going to skip ahead, because I can do that. Remember, everyone, when you're writing the game, you have full right to simply ignore your problems and move on. Let's zoom all the way up. We are at 48 pages already. That's a little bit weird. Stats, species are done. We should worry about relationships. Only thing more complex than high octane situations. Suspension bridge effect and has led to more than a few due to wanting to start a family or avoiding child early due to wanting to start a family or avoiding someone who tried to kill them. Relationships in 0 Hour Squadron. 0 Hour Squadron are a tangible resource that the ranger can call upon to add extra die to situations that demand it. Every relationship is tied to one of their karma. Karma as either every relationship is tied to one of their karma, allowing them to draw the relationship up to add bonus die equal to the Stellar combat relationships can also be called upon to act as their own way to soak. to soak damage that may prove lethal. May prove lethal. May prove lethal. There we go. Our tangible resource. So we go all the way up. This. Built around confidence and built around confidence. Either berating the lack of it, looking to the partner for it, or simply using their image as a way to observe of it. Let's see. Rhetoric relationships are tied to the words spoken and the feelings that it draws out. Whether these are passionate pleas of romance or remain to be seen. Attunement relationships aren't natural. Whether they are drawn together by a situation, or are psychically linked. Both benefit and suffer from it. Yep. So what we can do here, at the, let's see, during enlistment. Let's see. During enlistment, the ranger may distribute 5 points of relationships among any of their fellow squaddies. One note is that these are not two-way relationships. Instead, it's the ranger's feelings toward another. If the space master approves, they may spend these starting relationships. Personnel instead. If a relationship ever reaches 10, then a boiling point occurs. When the boiling point is reached. Mm. 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 To both of the Rangers. Whether this is a romantic escapade or trying to kill one another is up to both of the Rangers. Now, this is an important thing, is you can reach 10 relationship with someone and they could be at like 2 with you. Hey, I am literally to the point where I'm going to kill someone. I care about you immensely. Please go out with me, Karugi-chan. And imagine saying that and just having someone pause, be like, nah, I'm good. No. And just like, yeah, like that's the relationship now. You got your ass turned the fuck down. It's not like it's gone. It's not like it's going away. It's just, hey, you just got cucked. Have fun, asshole. Actually, I should say. Let's see. Is of course. Let's see, it's far more complicated. Of course, it's far more complicated when they reach that boiling point, as they may not be the one reaching it first. It's like, yeah, congratulations. You really don't know, and it's not something you can really track with secondary characters. It's, hey, you have this girl that you've been associated with this entire time. Don't worry, she's my best friend. She's very helpful, and she's like my mechanic. Hee hee hoo hoo. Don't worry, we're really good friends. And then you wake up in the middle of the night being like, haha, I'm Spaceman Spiff. And you just see the very angry woman standing in the doorway with a bloody knife being like, I'm in danger. I'm in space danger. Oh no, this bitch is crazy. Fuck. One of the also very important reasons why you should never date an Arasan woman, because she will just eat your soul. They're all psychic vampires. She's just going to eat your soul. Don't do this. Please, I beg of you. Think of your family. Think of your friends. So we want to do. So now this is where things get a little bit more complicated. So. Let's see, Ranger. Winter's life of danger for the fun of it, or galaxy, or trying to make a galaxy a better place. Money is the name of the game, and cash is what makes the universe function. And cash is what makes the universe function. When they first enlist in the PMC, they will be given a stipend. They'll be given a stipend to purchase their initial starship, as well as any other features for their brand new ride. This stipend of XXXXX cash. As Ranger to purchase their initial and their appropriate equipment for it. There we go. So this is where things start getting complicated. We need to make ships. So let's think about, what does a ship need? If I want to be a spaceship pilot, what does my spaceship need? Well, we need hull. Oh, actually, let's just say spaceship name place. Yep, here we go. This is spaceship name place, everybody. We all like spaceship name place. So we have hull. What's hull? Hull is obviously going to be our health points. This is how much health we have. If hull reaches 0, we explode and we die. Everything goes wrong. I don't want hull to be very large, but it doesn't matter. So I think we need engine power. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's open up that other one. That would be what am I looking for? I'm looking for Void Hunters. Da 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 da. So hull modules. Actually, you know what? Let's do engine power. It would be hard systems, soft systems. Yes, we could do. Actually, no, it would be engine power, because that would be important. We want to have modules, hard points. This would be for our weapons. Weapons, cool stuff. Engine speed. Oh, excusez-moi. What else am I missing? Is this really all we need? Guess I'm going to be cost as well. Cost is always a pain in the ass to worry about. Okay, so let's just say we have the Falcon, a basic bitch ship that we all love. It's going to be called the Falcon. Oh, how much health does this thing have? Let's say it has 10. Let's say it's a light starship. Light starship. So it's got 10 hull, and it can move, let's say, 6 inches. 6 inches, actually, let's say 10 inches. Let's, give me some, let's see, ACM 7, where's the light ship? An absolute light ship for a Corvette can move like 8, 7, 8, 10. We're a little bit faster than that. So we can move, so it has an engine power of 10. Let's say ton hull, 10 engine, modules. Let's say you can have 2 modules and hard points. It has 2 hard points. It costs, let's say, 15. Actually, no, I need to increase the cost. So actually, we want to do, I want to check something. Okay, about 15,000. About 15,000. About 15,000 will get you a pretty decent ship. Okay, so here's what we can do. 12,000 cash. Cash cost. These are our cheap dog shit ones. These are our cheap. Don't care about these ones. These are our very cheap ships that are our. So we want to. So if we assume that for our cheap dog shit variety, because these are our cheapies, these are our cheap boys. Let's actually even bump you. You can nearly move a foot. You can nearly move a foot in that. No, 10. Unless we want to make another one of you. So I mean, we can probably increase the engine, drop the hull. keep it at the same price, and we'll call it the Falcon. We call it the... There we go. Two $12,000 ones, and if we want a really dog shit one, I guess we should make a dog shit. Zipper. Okay, so 6 ships. Let's say this. Though this does tell me I need to... That extra 10,000 cash. 10,000 doesn't seem like a lot. 10,000 cash gets you a new module. Like, that's we ain't that rich, people. So if we go under this, we use this as our number. Gullwing. So if we want to, let's give everyone 20,000 cash to buy their initial things with. Of 20,000 cash, doesn't seem like a lot, but don't worry, you can buy one of these horrible ships. I want them to be bad because these are supposed to be your starters. Fine, let's do that. Hooray! Surrender to Oblivion. Yay! Hooray! Okay, so we put this in a, let's put this in a table. Actually, we can do a table. We'll do a table to like this. Actually, all engine module hard points, cash cost. We've got a Manly, so I'm gonna hit that. Hello, Manly, our strongest one. Oblivion being Jenna Moran's new rooftop RPG, The Far Roofs. I'll have you know, Bobby, that The Far Roofs takes place in Chubo's Marvelous Wish-Granting Adventures land thing, so it's all canonical. And I want you to remember, anytime you see Jenna, she is a 50-year-old woman. She is minimum in her 50s. Or at least late 40s, at best. You may say, Notepad, how do you know that Jenna Moran is in her 50s or at least late 40s? Is because she got an MA in computer science. Yeah, she's got a fucking master's, I believe. I think even a PhD. Like, she's got a really high level degree, and she got it in like 2002. Like, that shit ain't like, oh, I'm 18 and I got a fucking master's. Nah. Remember that. Something I want everyone to remember. This is not me saying, aha, old person. No, this is me saying, remember, she is, like, she may view herself as being the ooh-woo, I'm secretly, like, a 20-year-old person. She is not. She was 20 when she wrote a completely different thing. Okay, so hull. So actually, that what we can even be worth. We can do a side note, taking a loan, If the well, let's see. Cost and cash purchase ship and follow. We remove 2 zeros at the back. You know, she must be in her 30s by virtue of writing a bunch of games from the early 2000s. Graduated Georgetown in 1988. Yeah. Wasn't 10 when she wrote professional games. Well, professional games. Yeah, she graduated from Georgetown in 88. Like, yeah, she's like 50. Like, minimum. And I'm being really fucking generous with graduated from Georgetown University and stuff. I'm being really fucking generous. Like, hey, she fucking blitzed things. Like, it's really interesting. Of like this, like, yeah, no, like you always got to remember, like, she isn't really that old, relatively. She's a lot older than she lets on. Let's just say that. I think everyone's a lot older than they let on these days. Let's see. So large starship, zipper, cache. this. We one. Black on black. There we go. Bada-ding! Bada-ding! So what we get to do is we get to go back to Void Hunters. Then we get decision of... Okay, so... Going to do is we're going to select all of these. If you ever want to know why I've never even proposed the concept of allowing Void Hunters to be like redone or anything, is because I fundamentally know I'm going to have to redo almost all of these by hand. It's going to be really annoying. It's going to be the worst thing imaginable. It's going to be great. So let's say don't quite know how we want to do ammo yet, so we don't really know how we want to do fuel yet, which I'm not probably going to worry about it. Don't know how to worry about that. Cash cost. Boarding pods. Nope. Bulk transport pod. Actually, we want to do transport. Increase cargo capacity by +2. So we're going to say 3,500, and it's going to cost 35. A converted hangar. We don't need to worry about a converted hangar. ECM resistance. We don't need to think about that. And engine optimization. This is cool. 350, 35. Engineering rebate. Don't need to worry about that. Fake transponder codes. That. I just want to get a handful. Actually, you know what we can do? We can just say, our port. We're going to 100 for 30, hull reinforcements. Increase hull by +2, 400, 40. It's not really useful to buy hull reinforcements. Life's rev. Prohibitively expensive because I find that funny. 60 luxury suite. Makeshift sensor gear. Do we have sensors? I don't know. Guess we could add, I mean, we could add sensor. It wouldn't be too hard to add sensors, I don't think. So if we add one below, we just do sensors, and that would be... Sensors are the same across the board for these ones, which would let us do sensors. Mm. Mm. Actually, we're going to add to Starship's initiative. We're going to actually say 0 on all of these because you don't have good sensors on these. You have the ability to see. That's pretty much it. Getting sensors is like, hey, best. So she's in her 60s. Who fuck? I mean, that's physically painful to think about if you say, oh, hey, 1988 was 45 years ago. That's already painful to say somewhat. Truly agonizing. Let's see. Mm. 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 That. Mm. Mm. Actually, we'll do a pop shield. Mm. Add pop shield. Mm. 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 I'm okay with that being worth that much. Ram head. When initiating a ramming maneuver. Allow. Mm. 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 I have pop shield, ship towing lines, don't need that. Sun shield, targeting computers. I want to bump that up a little bit. Transponder core rewire. Worry about that. Unstable injections. Cheaper. Actually, no, you know what we can do? Usually it's just a gun. There we go. Yeah, you can just buy a weapon rat. You can just buy a weapon. Yeah. This is one of those ones where we're going to have to make more shit, and once we make more shit, once we get things like combat in a better place, and once we understand how that's working, we can then start converting more and more things over to this. This is what I mean, like, we can literally spend probably a day just sitting around and just making stuff for this game. And just sit there and just say, oh yeah, this is what it, oh yeah, this is what it is. Oh, this is what it is. This should work for now as just a really basic way of doing things. Again, we will need to sit down and make a bunch more of these because that's how this kind of game is going to work. Unfortunately for me, the way these games work is get ready for a bajillion different guns. Get ready for just a bajillion different pieces of equipment. Let's see. Accuracy. We're going to be worrying with. We don't really need to worry about accuracy. So for maximum hits is. We don't need to worry about maximum hits. We don't really need to worry about accuracy. We legitimately just need to worry about the fact that it is a hard point. What we really need to worry about is how many hard points are there. That's the main thing. How many does it actually take up? Because we're not working with set damage. Let's see, assault guns. We don't need a broadside cannon. Not yet. Heavy auto cannon. We don't need a heavy machine gun. HMGs. Actually, let's bump you up to a D6. Let's bump the auto cannon up to a D8. 4-hole auto cannon, we do 2d6. It's going, actually, no, we do 3d6. Lower the range down to 5. Does a lot of damage. We got to get pretty close to it. The heavy machine gun, on the other hand, we can do 2d4. We can do 2d4. It's low range. Takes up only 1. Actually, no, we do 1d4 because you can get a bunch of these together and just open up. Heavy mortar. Heavy mortar is going to do 2d8 damage. Actually, we can do 1d10 damage on this. Heavy mortar has got good range. It's got heavy reload. Hard points. It's going to take up 2 hard points. Don't really need flak cannon. Hello, Hero. Okay, I love ships. I love ships. Favorite thing in the world, making tables upon tables. Ah. Ooh. 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 Her favorite thing in the world, making tables upon tables. Yep. It's tabling time. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't. You can actually even take away the mortar. You can just call it a light guns. We don't really need to worry. We don't really need to worry about any of the light guns because everything is the light variety. Effectively, everything is already the light variety of it. Like, that's kind of the joke almost, is everything is already the, like, quintessential, like, lightest possible variation of what we can work with. That's why it's looking pretty sparse, all things considering. But I'm okay with that. Not perfectly okay, but I am not opposed to this. It simply is a little weird. But that's half the fun, right? Right. Borehole autocannon. Energy weapons. We do energy weapons because we're going to need to do this. Energy weapons. If we select all of you, and we select this. And then we do, oop, didn't mean to hit that. Energy weapons. So, what do we not need to worry about? Again, maximum hits, don't need to worry about. We don't need to worry about ECM damage. We worry about accuracy. Worry about these things. Biochop lance, don't need to worry about it. Blue auto laser. We're just going to work with the blue variety of things so far. We want to do it just blue variety? Yes, let's just worry about blue lasers. No E-lancing, no red lasers, no tachyon lance. There we go. Just keep with some very basic weapons in our very basic starting equipment. Mining rig cutter, repurposed, salvage. A scuttle chopper. The blue auto laser. It's economical. Scuttle chopper. Scuttle chopper is also it's got that. It's only there we go. Energy weapons are going to do flat damage. I think that works pretty all right. I think that is a different premise. It has a different idea to it. They do flat damage, but you don't need to reload them. Feels like I'm probably going to have to come up with something to, I wouldn't say balance them out necessarily, but to give them a little bit more of a unique identity, because right now it's like, why would I ever want to use these versus a kinetic weapon? Probably I'm going to put in a few things with lasers to make them just a little different. Damage, range, hard point, size, reload. So the Yep. Pretty easy stuff, nothing too exciting. There we go. You'll get a lot of toys to begin with, but let's think with our 20,000. I want to do 20,000. I want to purchase a ship. I want to buy the Falcon. I want to buy a Falcon. So now I have 8,000. 8,000 cash on me. 8,000 cash. I have bought the Falcon. I want to buy a pop shield. That's a pop shield is going to cost me 600. So now I am down to 7,400. I also, because the Falcon can take 2 modules, I want to take a ballistic rangefinder. Plus ballistic rangefinder. And to do that, it's going to cost me 300. Boom. So the Falcon is 120. The pop shield is 600. Is 60. The basic rangefinder is 30. So already I am down 210 credit, 210 cash every fucking time I land this ship. 220 cash, actually. No, yeah, 210 cash. Because I am going to be dirt poor by the end of this. Because God is dead and I have no money. Welcome to the most amusing section of it, otherwise known as Space Poverty Simulator. Mama, I need money. I am in danger. I have no money. Uh-oh. What are the costs? Right here. Let's see. So if we want to do like assault gun is our like standard issue. We'll make the guns expensive. That's the secret here, kids. The guns are expensive. That's what's gonna make you go bankrupt. Borehole autocannon will make you like 850. 85. The Hellbore cannon's gonna be 1,000. Actually, we'll make that 700. We'll make it a little bit cheaper. Not much though. Mostly because it's just fucking huge and you can't fit it on anything. Maulers are going to 330, and a mortar. Good old-fashioned mortar is. Let's see. I can fit 2 guns. I can fit. You know what? Let's do. I want to be a rich man because all I want to be is a rich man when I grow up. I am going to slap on 2 assault guns. 2 assault guns with 500. That'll be 1,000. I'm down to 6,000. $6,100, and it's going to cost me 100 every time. So that's 220, 280. It costs me 310 cash every time we land to keep this ship flying. Owie zowie, my bony wonies. My checkbook is on fire. Hello, I am here. I am alive. So not like Traveler, which gives ships for free. Oh, Lord Caven. Oh, Lord Caven. You don't get ships for free in Traveler. You take out a mortgage on them. You get 20,000 20,000 cash right off the bat. I mean, like, here's 20,000 bucks. You can buy a very basic ship, and here's some very basic equipment. Here's what you can do. This is all you get. Later on, we're going to add more toys, because we're going to have to make about a bajillion ships. Each of these ships are going to have to follow a really stupid set of ideas I'm going to put out for myself. And I'm okay with that. Generally speaking, the ranges seem pretty small, but I'm okay with that. Oh, I should talk about reload. Yeah, congratulations. You have a really cool gun. The Hellbore cannon does 2d8 damage and can kill most ships almost instantaneously. Bad news. You have a Hellbore cannon and it takes 4 fucking rounds to reload, and you can really only put it on the biggest ship. So you really shouldn't get a Hellbore cannon. You can. Nothing is saying you can't get the Hellbore cannon and play risky bisky as you aim at a thing and have it explode and have it die. However, I would also recommend against doing that. You can fit it on the Fargo, and the Fargo can instantly kill a Falcon, Eagle, a Gullwing, or a Zipper, and damn near, you can also kill a Pelican technically in one hit with it. Here's your sign-on bonus, buy your own gear. Pretty much. It's like, congratulations, here's a stipend for you to buy your own things. Fuck you, go away. Hey, we're mercenaries, not a fucking... We're not a goddamn... You know, we're not a charity case here, people. We still need to make money, and that money is you're gonna buy from the company's store. Not too many things right off the bat. This should work enough, though. Because now that this is done, now we know what basically ships look like. We can now get a better idea of how to make them work. I'm still not 110% sure on skills, though. Because the entire concept behind skills, I want the Rangers to feel different from one another. Now, part of me wants to do, how did Void Hunters? When in doubt, Void Hunters. Yeah, Void Hunters just had quirks kind of thing. Like, that was kind of the entire thing. Like, they didn't have really skills per se, they just had these. Like, the thing that I'm thinking of is, do I want skills to be... Best way to think about it is, do I want skills to be like a write-in thing? Like, hey, you can kind of be whatever you want, you're just writing this in, anytime you play to your character, you get a plus X. And we're talking about like +1, +2, nothing too high, except later on, you're going to get a lot more. Or do I want to do it like here are some actual like hard skills that you have that let you do very hard things. Like X, Y, and Z, for example. These are very established skills. The problem is I would need to tie this back into the combat system, which is a little bit complicated because the personal scale and the starship scale are obviously very different. I've discussed numerous times in this endeavor. 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you come because I can't go. Oh, my soul to the company store. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, it's, generally 20, like, giving you a little bit of extra money right off the bat isn't the worst idea in the world. You know what? Or do I want to make them really poor? You know what? I think I'm just going to make them really poor because that's much more entertaining. Let's bring it down to 18,000. Because if we get 18,000, you have very little to work with if you get a big starship. You have very little things to outfit your new toy. Especially if you want to try to max everything out, you don't actually have that much money to work with. 18 would be 4K, and yeah. We go down even lower. We go to 16, 2,000, 16K. That's still 4,000 left over. That is 16,000. That's 2,000 left over. You would be able to buy effectively a gun, but you have a big ass ship that's moving very slow. But you have a little bit of extra money. And it would be infinitely funnier if you play a fucking Krillian and you just start with an extra 10,000 cash. That's all the Krillians get. They get an extra 10,000. And you have skills that do different things depending on what scale they're employed. Yeah, that's why I'm like, how would you write those in? That's the problem. That's the issue that I've been having, is like, how do you write those without it coming off as really, really forced? I don't know about that one. That's the thing. I'm like, I don't want it to be like really forced, but on the other hand, it's like, Oh goodness, I can't see. No. Let's think. I want to be a... I'm never good, Horace. Come on. You should know me by now. Let's think. I want to be a ship captain. I have my skills, I have my abilities. What am I actually doing? What do my skills do? Spaceship Captain Man. That's the important thing. The problem is I'm trying to figure out how would you make the properly? Because, like, what would the skills do in spaceship combat? Because spaceship combat's fairly deterministic. It's, are you within range? Yes. Do you have the soaks to get rid of that damage? Yes. You're doing fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I never finished that, did I? Actually, you don't. Side note, let's see, deluxe we can opt to take a loan from an accredited institution. Mm. 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 They'll need to pay at the end of every. Yeah. Like, yes, technically, here's how you take out a. You can always take a loan out whenever you want. It's double your current worth. So if your current worth is 16,000, you can take up to 32,000 extra cash for a starting ranger. At the end of every mission, you need to pay it off. However, there is a 10% interest added to it. Now, if we do a 32,000 times 0.1, that's 3,200 cash. Now, you've effectively added more. You've added 3,200. That doesn't seem like a lot because the paychecks are going to be decent sized, but that's a lot of money. Because yeah, you've effectively increased your loan by about a fourth of a starship at that point, of a starter starship. No, keep flow capitalized. Yes, no, it's not even reduced pay. It's just like, yeah, you have to pay. Actually, if they actually, if they fail to, there we go. And all their assets are forfeit. They effectively say, oh, hey, yeah, you're flying an illegal ship. We're just going to pay back. You're like, yeah, every single thing you own is now forfeit. Yeah, sorry, that ship, all that money, you are now technically liable for everything, and we're going to make you pay it, because people are going to start trying to keep killing you to stay getting your shit. See, if I wanted to be really, really awful, I could put in the, and now you're a void hunter. Exactly. See, if I wanted to be a real asshole, I would take out the credit rating system from Sidewinder. Because yeah, Sidewinder had a literal credit rating system to keep your credit high, because if you didn't keep your credit rating high enough, you would start having to take out worse and worse loans. F-rated credit rating was effectively like, yeah, you could take out $5,000 loans, and we're going to charge you 200% on them interest. Like, this isn't even worth taking out. Like, yes, I know. Don't take out a loan, then, dumbass. Being like, yes, it looks like, congratulations, welcome to the world of piracy. You've defaulted on your fucking loans and can't use money anymore. Generally speaking, everything should work here well enough. Say well enough, but I want to make skills. Big ass car rental and storage. Effectively, yeah, buying things on credit. Don't buy shit on credit, people. Don't take out loans. It's bad for you. You will die and everyone will make fun of you. Let's see. Skills. I want to add skills, but I don't want to add skills. Hee ho. Hee ho. Da 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 da. Hee ho. Let's think. If I'm hee-hoing my life, call me Jack Frost because I'm gonna hee-ho over all of you. Let's see. I want to do a skill. What skills would we add? So if we want skills to be... So currently there are 3 options. Option 1. Skills are personal scale only. Personal scale only and write it. Easy enough to understand. You just write in whatever you are, whatever you want, and those are just skills you add to whatever roles you want. 2. Skills are separated between pilot and personal. Personal, but linked. Effectively, you have a pilot skill, you have a personal skill. If you put 2 in this pilot one, you have 2 in the personal one. You have 3 in the other one, you have 3 in that. They're linked, fundamentally speaking, however, they are also separate, in a way. There is also option 3, which is skills are the same. Is contextually used. This is the easiest. It gets what I want done, but it's also not quite what I want. So if we want to do, let's just write something in. Didn't sound good. Oh, why'd you go to... No, stop that. Stat! In the name of love. Creative truth interpretation. Hmm. Each skill set is a combination of background and situation. Skills are always annoying. Because you can see them in your head. Generally, you can start breaking skills down into, like, are they nouns? Are they nouns? Are they verbs? Are they something else entirely? There's a lot of different ways to approach making skills. You know what? It's 10:30. It's a little bit late. We got a lot done today. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to think about skills again, and I'm going to make a call some way on the Friday. Somewhere we will get that done, and on Friday we are going to play Rip and Roar and try to get the personal scale and start Stellar Combat out. I feel pretty good about Stellar Combat. Again, it is literally just going to be me having to just go in there and just write out a bunch of shit. Personal scale combat's not really going to be difficult. I'm not even really going to worry about it. It is literally going to be like, do you have a weapon? Yes. Are you within range? Yes. Do you hit? Yes. Congratulations. They've taken a personal injury. You can take 2 personal injuries before you die. Doesn't matter. Look, you're wearing armor? Cool. You can burn another personal injury. Don't get into ground-based combat unless you can win. Or you're a Kajin. Because Kajin can take an extra one. That's kind of the idea, is like, I don't want personal scale like combat or anything to be really important, and that's not the point of the game. It's It's going to be there to be like, do you have a firearm? Yes. Do you know what kind it is? Yes. Kinetic beats shields. Melee beats everything. Laser beats armor. That's all you need to know. You got a shield and you're getting shot with a laser gun? Cool. You are, your shield pops but their attack misses. You can retaliate. Hey, you've been shot with a gun and you are wearing armor? Congratulations. You don't actually get shot with a gun and your armor just breaks. Hey, you've been fucking stabbed. Yeah, congratulations, asshole. That ain't gonna do very well. However, if someone is getting close enough to stab you to death, there's a problem. You're not going to have fun regardless. Most of it's going to be like, what do you actually do in that kind of scale? But, alright. I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all for watching. Godspeed, good luck. Tomorrow we may stream. And if we do stream, it'll be a little bit later, and we'll be doing some video streaming. Because a very special games demo is out tomorrow. It's a very special game, and this may surprise you. The Yick demo. The Yick demo is out tomorrow. The Nameless Psychosis. And rest assured, we will play Nameless Psychosis, and we are going to enjoy our time playing Yick again. We're going back, everyone. We can't escape Yick. We are going to Yick over everyone. We are literally yicking over ourselves. I'm yicking over you. You're yicking over me. It's Yick o'clock. It represents the creation of this game and also playing of this game. It's Yick is love. Yick is life. Ugh.